Welcome back to Action 2 News at 6. There are 2 more days for the Snowshoe World Championship at Arien's Nordic Center in Brillion. The event brings athletes from all around the world to our backyard. It generates millions of dollars, too. Jamal James hears from the winners of this weekend's first race.
For the first place winners of the men's and women's 5K World Snowshoe Championship in Brillion, this race means something.
Anytime a big event can be in Wisconsin and get to take part in a national championship is cool.
Oh man, it's a little bit surreal. This has been a goal since November of 2024.
Taking place for the second time in the United States, over 300 athletes from places like Argentina, Italy, and across the United States are competing over the weekend. Anytime this event is held, it generates more than $1.2 million towards the hosting city, which organizers say is their mission to help venues thrive.
But also, for us, it helps small economies grow in places like Brillion, right? That it can start developing the economy and diversify the economy, and that's big for small towns staying small towns.
This event also provides an Opportunity Attraction Fund, which is a $110,000 grant that entices more people to move to our area. A grant from the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation that helps cities, counties, and everything in between bid on major events that raise awareness of what our state has to offer. That's something that Jackie Herring, the women's 5K first place winner from Cottage Grove, is happy to see in her home state.
I think it's awesome whenever local tourism can bring in more people to see this beautiful state. And I hope more people, whether it's Snowshoe Nationals or some other type of event, can recognize that it is important to support these events.
This event wraps on Sunday with a Santa ski race, Open Snowshoe Championships, and Santa race. In Brillion, Jamal James, Action 2 News.